my lovelies, and welcome to another video on my channel. Thank you very much for joining me today as always. This video is going to be basically just a quick little video on swatches of the various polygel colors that I have. So if you've watched my last couple of videos, they've been on Glitz, Nailz Australia. I did a first impressions an application video, and then I did a follow-up wear test and review. So I'm not going to go into the things I like about this polygel because those videos are there and I will link them in the description box. But in those videos I do mention that I had some other colors. Some are color changing, some came in a kit, some are individual tubes. And I just thought I'd do a quick swatch video, both for your benefit and mine, if I'm quite honest, because I hadn't swatched these yet. And I always like to swatch my colors. And I thought I would just share this as well, because, you know, when you go to a website and you have a look at the pictures and you get an idea, but it's hard to tell sometimes, especially when the colors are very similar. It's a bit hard to tell. It's not always easy to see what's opaque and what's translucent. So I thought I would do some swatches for you and put them up. So these are the numbers and the names of the polygels. They all have both a name and a number. The first 6 here, so up until this blue neon blue, these are color changing polygels. So I do actually have a mug of hot water and a glass of cold water next to me. So I'll show you the color shift of those. They came in a kit, which was the Twice as Nice collection. There are some kits on the website. This is one of them. These are also glow in the dark colors. The other 4 came in the individual tubes, and as you can see, these are nudie colors. So there's no color shift here. What you see is what you get for the whole time that you wear them. So I'll just do a quick test and show you. So this is 001, which is the purple pink shift. It's pretty cool in this room. So I'm just going to dunk into the hot, and you can see the shift to pink. It's very quick to change color. As you can see, it's a very pale pink. So I'll just dip it again into the cold, and you can see that color shift between the two. So we'll do half hot and half cold. So this is what it's going to look like, you know, on the cooler days. Your nail bed color is going to be the warmer color, which is that pale pink. And then your free edge goes to that lovely purple. So that's number 1. This one is a blue pink shift. So the blue is when it's cold. It is quite cool in here today. I don't know, it's probably mid-teens Celsius. So that's basically the same color when it's warm. It's a pale pink. But this one goes to blue on the tip as opposed to the purple of the one that we just saw. So it goes to a pale blue. It's basically a pale pink to a pale blue. That's number 3. Number 4, we have a red-green shift. Ooh, it's a pretty shade of green actually. That's really nice green. Yeah, it's a nice soft green. And then when it's cold, it goes back to red. So we'll just do that as well. I love the color shift, the color changing ones. They're really pretty. They work particularly well in the cooler months, you know, where your nail bed's warmer and then your free edge color is cooler, you know, because obviously the outdoor temperature is cooler. So I think personally, they look their best in the cool months. But they are pretty because, you know, even, you know, in warmer months, you know, you wash your hands, you go for a swim, whatever it is that you're going to do. So they still do change, and you know, they make a lovely base for a bit of nail art, you know, with a bit of glitter over the top or a bit of stamping, something like that. So this is a pink mauve shift. So that was the color when it's warm. Now I'll just go into the cool side, and it goes to a brighter pink. So it sort of goes from that mauve to a bright pink. Oh, that's really pretty. It's a bit more subtle, basically because it's, you know, it's different sort of shades. It goes to a bright pink, but obviously the shades, you know, are closer than the red and green. That's actually really pretty. So if you're after a more sort of subtle shift, then that's a really nice one. So this is a red yellow. Goes to that shade when it's warm. And then it goes back to red again when it's cool. That's a pretty combination actually, that's really nice. There we go, so that's a red yellow shift, and then this one goes from blue to neon blue. So let's have a look. So that's it when it's warm. And then when it's cool, so this, I imagine this is going to end up being a bit like the pinky mauve. It's going to be a more subtle color shift because you're going from blue to a neon blue. So that's really pretty as well. So again, it's a bit more subtle than the others. So those are the color shifting ones that I have. As I said, that's in a kit called the Twice as Nice collection. These ones are the standalone nudes that I have. So just to give you a bit more of a close-up, that is the difference between them. So for those of you that did watch my previous videos, that was the Au Natural color 13, which is that sort of more tan, and that's also the most opaque, in my opinion, of the colors, of the nude colors that I've got. That is quite an opaque color, and it's more of a tan leaning sort of color than some of the others. 14, this Pinkie Pie. It's called Pinkie Pie. It's actually, I mean, there is a subtle hint of pink in there, but it is actually a bit more of a milky white to my eye. It's quite, it is a milky color, but yes, it's a very sort of white, milky white to me, rather than the sort of pale pink. I think being Pinkie Pie, I was expecting it to be a bit more pinky than what it is. But if you wanted to do like opal nails or, you know, milk bath nails, something like that, it would be perfect. So these two are probably the two of the most similar ones. We've got Pink Lemonade, which leads a little bit more pinky, as opposed to the crushed shell. Can't speak today, it's Sunday, which leans a little more peachy. But to be honest, they are very, very similar. You know, they'd be ideal for something like a French polish, or, you know, if you just wanted them as a base like I do. I use them as a base under my nail art, so it's just nice to have a bit of a color underneath. So there we go. Those are all the colors that I have. Let me see if I can get them lined up again. So yes, I just thought I would share that with you so you can see what they look like. They do have more colors than that, but that is the collection that I have. So I hope you are all well. I hope this finds you safe. And thank you very much for watching as always. Please do like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.